What's up everybody? So I'm here in the map Oregon and I'm going to be showing you how I place my Valkyrie cameras outside. Now I've been having a lot of people asking on how I place them and everything, but I'm going to show you on the laundry room first. Now I don't pick Valkyrie that much for the bottom objective, but like I mentioned, I'm going to get started on the laundry room, supply room, however you want to call it. The first camera I'm going to be showing, it's kind of a slash laundry room slash dorm room, so I'm going to go into detail on this specific camera. So let's get started. So for this Valkyrie camera, a lot of people know it. Usually they place it here, they make a big enough hole so they can see through it. Now this is a great murder hole. I like spraying a couple. I'll explain this one in meeting hall. But anyways, here in the armory, what you want to do is shoot out a hole here, come downstairs, start shooting. You might want a teammate helping you actually do this while you reinforce and everything. Now I'm just getting on top of the table so you can see exactly where I toss it, and honestly you could do it from the actual floor as well. You could toss it from there. Anyways, you want to come up here. Now this is personal preference, but personally I like shooting a bottom row, like a hole, so that way if they come from dorm rooms or coming up the stairs I can see them, and then obviously the garage, so if you see them come up you'll know. Now the main reason I like this camera is you can't actually destroy it. Even if they're looking straight at it, even explosives can destroy it. So it's a pretty good camera. I don't think it's a glitch or anything like that. You could destroy it by going underneath it, but yeah, it gives you a good view of the garage, the armory room. Now this is gonna be a camera for a dorm room. Now what you could do is actually chuck your C4 here to explode all three of these boxes. Personally I prefer this camera over here. Now blow this one up, you could probably impact it, have a friend do it for you. After you explode it, just shoot the bottom of it and you'll see the locker from above. Now you could do the same thing with this one, and I believe there's 3 or 2 lockers up here. So once you finish destroying the floor and everything like that, what you want to do is throw it on the left locker. Yeah, the last left locker, and that way you could get a good view of the windows. Now the way you actually want to place these up higher, make sure you don't aim on the actual beam, because that's just gonna toss it to the other one. So aim on the bottom so you can actually go in between. Now for the first camera, it covers that window and the top one. I mean, I guess you could put it on this locker, on the right side of the locker, but personally I prefer the left one. That way you could keep an eye on these 2 windows here, and if thermite ends up breaching that reinforced wall here, there's a great line of sight of the main hallway there. Now for the second camera, it's pretty good. It's basically the same thing. Get it from the bottom. It's really up to you. And obviously I mentioned that you can destroy them, but one side note, if you actually toss it wrong, it might clip, and so then it could be destroyed. So just be careful on how you actually toss them. Now moving back to the laundry room. Now remember the hole I made in meeting hall going towards Red Tower? Well, those murder holes actually give you a great line of sight. Now obviously you saw when I blew all this up. So like I mentioned, it gives you a good line of sight towards garage. So just say you have your cameras up already and you have the one here on the armory room. Now usually what the attacking team ends up doing is coming up from the garage or the armory so they could blow up the actual top of the stairs. I want to ping this really quick. It says 27 meters here and 4 here. Now even before they actually try to get the hatch, you could get them from there, and just say if they're coming up from the stairs, to blow up the stairs you could get a great line of sight here. Another great line of sight will be up here. Now I want to mention that I'm So Gaming mentioned about this like back and forth thing that you could do to so you won't be actually able to break the window. Let's see if I could get this one. So yeah, you do this back and forth thing, and whoa, I broke both of them. Actually, this is a perfect example. Now what you want to do is come up here, hit the yellow strap, and it's a lot easier and more efficient, just say. So you can actually get them even before they come up the actual stairs. So just say if you had this camera, obviously not with that giant holder, you could get them before they actually come up, for example. So you could definitely get them by surprise up here. Now these are all the laundry cameras that I'm gonna show. I'm not gonna show that much, there's so many. Now let's move on to the outside cameras. Now I think a lot of people know about the one on the windmill. I like to think that a lot of people know it, but yeah. Anyways, like I mentioned, I'm not gonna be showing that many cameras inside. These are all gonna be for the outside cameras. I think there's so many creative spots. Now for the first one, you can actually get it from the classroom or the dorms itself, the small dorms. Now this one could be good for meeting hall, kitchen, and all those. For dorms maybe, but personally, if an attacker is obviously on the roof and everything, and you're actually using the camera, it's most likely that they're gonna see it. So just say you're using it and they're actually looking towards that way. Yeah, it's a lot easier to take out and see. Now if you're playing against like low ranked people, then you could probably get away with this one. You run out and you toss it from here. Now this is a great camera, but I wouldn't recommend this one, especially if you're playing diamonds or high platinum players. The actual camera I like using is this one, and I'll show you how to get this one. Now typically you want to give yourself at least 10 seconds to be right at that door or the window that you're gonna run out of. Now the prep phase is usually 45 seconds, but I set it to 30, just so you guys could see that even if I'm rushed or I have to do it very quickly, you could still get away with it. Now personally, I like opening this window so I can spawn peek. When I open this one, get ready to jump, toss it, go back in, immediately look at the camera, and whoever's coming up, you're ready to actually spawn peek, and then you could get them from there. Now an alternative camera will be this one, and I think you could get away with it without being detected, but I think this one's another well-known one. It could be a little bit challenging to actually get it on the pool, and actually this one landed a little bit to the right, not where exactly I wanted it, but still it's a great camera overall. Now this one, I saw it on the Pro League, so I had to add this one. Now I believe it was Penta versus Ducks. I'm not sure, you might, yeah, you guys could correct me, but they toss it here on the drone hole, and you could get the 2 windows on the bedroom, I believe that's called, and the meeting hall. Now for this next one is, I like to think that I came up with this one. Now I know Coconut actually showed this shield trick to spawn peek, but that's not what I'm trying to show you. Anyways, you place your shield here, basically the same principle, but once you bolt on, make sure you pull back, that way you won't fall out of the window. Now you could get detected here, so be careful, and you don't want to aim too low. If not, you're gonna toss your camera far out, and yeah, you're just gonna destroy your camera. So this camera actually gives you a better view than this one, but this one's still a great camera. It's up to you if you don't want to actually waste it, but this one actually gives you a better view. So those 2 windows, and yeah, I'll show you how it looks like from the attacker's point of view. And it's kind of difficult for them to actually see it. Oh shit, I fell. Well anyways, you guys get the point. It's still a really great camera. It's kind of risky because you could still fall, but yeah, you guys get it. You get the roof there, and you could even get the spawn. Now for this one, it's a little bit of gameplay, and this is the last one I'm gonna show. Now this one's pretty ballsy, so this is really up to you guys. If you feel like they're not that great of a team, then you could probably get away with this one. Make sure you guys practice on a custom match first, then a casual, then ranked. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, you know what to do. But either way, I'm gonna be coming out with more videos, tips and tricks, gameplay. I have a lot more to offer, so hopefully you guys stick around. Until then, peace out, you guys.